I mentioned about public markets and the issue, and I think most of us who appreciate that, I know our producer, Brian Callister, you're always at the Jean Talon Market. I am, right? I mean, you're there regularly. I'm always at Atwater. My wife shops at Atwater. So to hear that there's stuff going on, or basically no stuff going on, is really galling. Nicolas Fabien-Ouellet is the general manager of Montreal Public Markets. He's in studio, so thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Explain, if you will, what the issue here is, because, you know, people love to go shopping at public markets. Now, Jean Talon seems to me not quite the same as Atwater. Atwater is a bit more organized. There's an interior at the Atwater Market as well on the second floor. Well, the city has promised you to fix things up and has never done it. Is that the issue? What's the big complaint?
Right. So the big issue we have in public markets, you're right. We go there as a consumer and we see the product and we see the merchants, and we're happy to be there. But behind that, we have huge issues in terms of infrastructures. So we're talking about a roof that is leaking, our winter infrastructure that is just so outdated that inside the water pipes are freezing. Okay. The heating system doesn't work. And so 2 years ago, you're right, we had a $27 million budget that was promised by the city of Montreal. Work hasn't started yet. And what's worse is that there's still no budget to improve the buildings in terms of the winter time.
I want to make sure I got this right. 2 years ago, they said, okay, we're going to give you $27 million to go ahead and do some of this work, yet none of that has yet been given to you.
Right. We're told that money will come maybe in 2026, maybe in 2027. The issue is that we just surveyed our traders, our merchants, and 88 out of them told us that they were dissatisfied with the infrastructure right now. And 1 out of the 3 are thinking of taking measures to lower their offer, lower their square foot rent, and many of them are now thinking of leaving Montreal if nothing is done in the next 2 years. And so that's why we need a plan right now, and we need budget to fix it. The markets are still running. You can go there.
Sure.
We still have traders, but if nothing is done, we're afraid to lose them.
You feel like you're being taken for granted here by the city, like they just kind of brushed you off, you know, don't worry, your money's coming, and now 2 years, 3 years later, you're still looking for money.
Yeah, and we always take public markets for granted because I think merchants are really handy. They'll make, out of nothing, they'll make the most out of it, and they will impress us always. But some of the infrastructure is so old. Sometimes when tourists come in and they see Jean Talon Market or Atwater Market during the wintertime, they're not sure why Montrealers love them.
I mean, for people listening now who frequent the public markets, is there something the public can do to try to help you in terms of getting the city to do something? What's the recommendation here?
Well, sure. If you're in love with the market, you want to make sure that they are there for the next decades to come, and that you think that something needs to be done. First, go to your market, talk to your favorite merchant. They will tell you what's going on, and if you want to take action, write to us, or you can always write to your city
officials. Your local councillor.
We'll in about a week we'll see who gets in, and you can talk with them.
I told you before we went on air, so we go to the Atwater Market regularly. For whatever reason, the city decided to come in and dig up that street. And I told you this, and you looked at me and they told nobody, including the merchants there, that this work was going to be happening, right?
Right. It was a surprise, and that's again, that's something that, because we have no plan for those buildings, it leads up to those type of situations that it doesn't serve anyone. And I do think that, public markets need a plan. We need a budget, and we need to act now, for sure.
It's one of those unique things that, so great about the city. If you want to pick out things that are good, right? For people who don't want to go to a grocery store, you go to a public market, you develop a relationship with a merchant, and then to just find out it's being sort of left to, good luck and I hope it works out for you when the promise of money never came through. That's pretty terrible. So I'm hoping, regardless of what happens in this election, I'm hoping someone begins to pay attention to this, because I think all Montrealers would want to see attention paid to this.
That's what everyone told me right now is like Montreal public markets are part of the Montreal identity. We have to stop taking them for granted, and we have to act now.
We don't want to lose those people. Hey, I thank you very much for coming in. And again, if you are listening and you're concerned by this, talk to the merchant at the public market you go to, find out what's going on, and then talk to the local city representative and say, hey, this is not good. You need to follow through. You need to do something, because we don't want these people to leave. It's a unique part, as you said, of Montreal. Nicolas, thank you. I appreciate it.